After 25 years, Blacksburg's chief of police, Anthony Wilson, says he is ready to retire. He says a lot goes into this decision, but one of the biggest ones is soon getting to enjoy many of the family moments that he's missed. WFXR News' Kelsey John Baptiste sat down with Chief Wilson to talk about the highs and lows of his decades of service.
If anything, I looked at how I might have shortchanged my own children, and having 3 grandchildren right now has really opened my eyes about what I missed.
Before beginning his career, Chief Anthony Wilson was a Marine and a Virginia Tech graduate. In 1997, he started as a night shift Blacksburg police officer, working his way through the ranks until becoming chief in 2014.
I finally said, this is the chance to see whether I can do it, see if I can take this place higher, see if I can do some of the things that I've always wanted to do that I thought would help this community, and so I did it.
Now he says it's time for a new chapter, and for whoever takes the reins next, Wilson has some advice about the job.
My job was to enable our folks to do the best job. It was to be, you quickly learn that you're the conduit to the community, you're the face of the department. That's not easy, especially when sometimes people aren't happy with things, the way things are going.
In his 8 years as chief, Wilson says he faced both his proudest and most difficult moments. But by far, he says that the Virginia Tech shooting was the hardest thing he ever had to go through as chief.
We were overwhelmed for a while with the sadness and the kind of shock of that event. But, the next day, the 17th, is when we had our candlelight vigil here, and it was probably the first time, even as a Virginia Tech graduate, that I felt a spiritual connection to this place.
Chief Wilson says it was their darkest day, but he says one of the brightest lights came afterwards, as hundreds from across the New River Valley stood shoulder to shoulder on the historic drill field, honoring the lives lost. That is what Wilson says is the soul of Blacksburg. In Blacksburg, Kelsey Jean Baptiste, WFXR News.